Yo, what's up, everybody? Lobo here with YoJimbo and the disembodied voice of DanMalore.
I'm just the head.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Looking forward to tonight's episode.
What's the name?
It's called Entombed.
Oh yeah, I remember thinking that.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of speculation about what it's going to be.
Don't spoil me if you know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. All I know is what people have been speculating at.
So you didn't see a detailed synopsis detailing every single passing minute of the show?
I don't want to.
I have not. If I had access to that, I would be winning.
See, I don't like that people got screeners for the entire season. I think that's lame.
Yeah,
it is.
Like they should get the first 3, 4, but all of them just seems weird. But we got Sid's we got Sid's full name last week. Sidorin. Yeah. It's like a Harry Potter name.
Sidorin Scaleback.
Yeah, that's a Harry Potter name. That
is 100%.
Right?
Harry Potter
name. It's some kind of like a little dragon or a.
To be fair though, George Lucas was the master of naming things. He named someone Count Dooku.
Yeah, we get used to it after a while. Phasma.
Might as well be Count Duckula, but yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, some of those were from the toys when they were given names. Like, we need a name. Okay, you're now Salacious Crumb. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I heard the story after that episode. I heard the story, or after that trailer, of where Salacious Crumb came from. Apparently, one of the drunk special effects guys on Star Wars was trying to try out shoelaces, and he said, and it came out Salacious, something like that, and then eventually morphed into the name of that character. Just interesting backstory on that one. But a lot of people were saying that last week they made a point of Sid's gonna have to make a choice if she's gonna be a trustworthy person. I think that was because a lot of people said filler episode last week. That was
no, I didn't see it as completely filler. Like you said, they basically created a tension there between the Bad Bunch and with Sid, and where her loyalties are true.
Exactly. Is she gonna bail on them, or she was already hinting the Empire's gonna show up and they're gonna shut me down. You guys got to do something.
Are they going to be treated as assets?
Yeah.
Like the Sid survived the season.
Well, I mean, Omega gave that, olive branch basically, with the saving Sid from why can't I remember that new character's name? Guy that's voiced by Winston Zedmore.
Yeah.
Yeah. They good choice for his voice. They maximized his deep voice. That was good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good choice.
I like there's a Star Wars,
and it's an 80s throwback. He's an 80s actor too, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Touch for us boomers.
Yeah, we got Cheers and Ghostbusters in the same episode.
He was in Cheers?
No, we got
Rhea, yeah. The voice for Sid is Carla from Cheers.
Before I forget, it's Star Wars related. I was listening to a podcast today and they were talking about there is a Star Wars children's channel on YouTube. And basically they go through all the animals in the Star Wars universe. So I'm gonna check it out sometime later this week. Basically, it's like National Geographic, but for Star Wars animals, which is
you gotta find that monkey lizard.
There's I think they did a Lopi, they did a puffer pig recently. that's sort of they're like little shorts, like YouTube
right?
And I assume the ones we already.
Why are they just on YouTube? That seems like something that they could funnel people to Disney Plus with.
I think they're trying to ferment the next generation of Star Wars fans where they
stuff.
are. Yeah,
free stuff. They need
for kids.
Coco Melon is get people.
Well, I'm not saying
terrible.
Take it.
It's probably very children.
I'm not saying take it off of YouTube. I just mean it should be.
Why is it not also on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like I like on Disney Plus the ships, the ones where they do the fly through of the ships. Very high resolution.
But they only did a couple of them.
I know they should do more. I would like to see the inside of a Mon Calamari cruiser, inside of a Star Destroyer. Like, just they should do all that stuff. They might have done those already. I don't know, but they did the Falcon.
Anything that they've made a miniature of, I want to see close up.
Yeah, they already have all the 3D art assets. Why not just flesh them out? And this is where they keep the AT-AT walkers or the stormtroopers.
Is it AT-AT or is it AT-AT?
I think both are openly accepted, unless you're gay. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a few Star Wars YouTubers that probably fight you to the death.
What is it only?
That was proper. Yeah.
Oh,
proper.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not one of them. I think it's a ridiculous argument.
It's because there's no actual A or T's in Star Wars. Like
right.
The letters don't exist. I don't know what the Arabic translation would be. It's funny. It wouldn't even make sense. And
don't open this door, because then you start having to think about X-wings and Y-wings and like all the wings that like don't make sense now because there's no like actual alphabet.
What's that word for in universe? Like in universe music? There's that word. It's a weird word, but
yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I cannot remember it. I thought about it the other day because it really helps build like scenes. And Lobo and I were watching the race scene, and it had like the techno music playing during the like last part of the race.
Yeah, I forgot about the music.
Is this in like universe music, or is this what the people at the stand are listening to?
Diegetic music.
Diegetic, yeah.
And then there's diegetic language. Like because in Star Wars they don't think they're speaking English. We're just hearing it in English. They think they're speaking basic or whatever the hell they're speaking.
Yeah, I think they refer to it as galactic basic or something like that.
Well, speaking of diegetic music, the entire like series starts in media res, basically, where like you're just expected to know that something's going on, and we weren't given context until much later. Like, so just assuming that things are there is a-okay as far as the universe is concerned. Like, don't think about A's and Y's or.
That reminds me of episode 3 had that wall, the memorial wall of clones. Yeah. Those are all names of clone numbers, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't spend any kind of time trying to break down that.
Yeah,
I think
I'm really surprised.
Screenshot. I wonder if somebody went back and like looked to see if there's any like Easter eggs.
I'm sure they did.
I have a meme of it on Twitter like immediately after the show that someone was like
Kathleen Kennedy sucks a big one or something, big in the just kidding. Oops. I just got electrocuted by Disney.
It's only Feige has the snipers. We're fine. We're not talking about Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Feige's got the snipers. That's why we have Cheeto instead.
Speaking of which, I'm excited for this is off topic, but are we gonna see Ant-Man Quantumania?
Yeah, probably.
I think that theater that we went to last time is closed now.
Is it? That sucks.
I know. I gotta check.
Tonight's episode is up now though.
Let's do it.
It's 12 o'clock on the dot.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna.
I think most people who are into Star Wars have at least seen some Marvel stuff.
I can't imagine the crossovers not.
No,
it's pretty significant.
I am a hardliner. I am not here for Marvel.
No Trek.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna. I always forget how there's a little bit of delay because I'm gonna.
I gotta switch over to my screen, huh? All right, I'm on the screen.
So
you're gonna.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up.
I like when you do that. It gives the people at home a chance to actually sync,
and then they could see where we're at. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Entombed. Oh.
Do a little bit of audio just for the heck of it. that's muted. That's why.
There we go.
And I'm going to mute. All right. And goodbye, video. Oh.
What was that look about?
That sounded kind of dirty.
Uh-huh. I know, that was a weird look. Just keep you in the dark what it is.
Right? Our droid had a baby with an astromech.
It leads to the crashed Death Star. Just like in Rise of Skywalker.
The Death Star hasn't been built yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
It leads to a dagger that leads to...
Yes, exactly. Eventually leads to the crashed Death Star.
Maybe it leads to a Sith temple.
Mm-hmm. It belongs in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting looking planet.
They brought back the sound design from Blade Runner again.
A little, maybe Tronish. So that is Disney.
Yeah, just run right in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it does seem to be a glassed planet. What's the worst that could happen, huh?
Dragon.
It could just be a landmine or something.
Angry Sith Force Ghost.
Darth Maul.
Oh, here comes that sound again. Indeed.
Yes.
Wow, she's strong.
Maybe.
She one-handed that boulder.
What was that hand in? Oh. It's a tomb.
Okay, of course there's a creature.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there has to be. A little Indiana Jones flavor on the music there.
A Cimmeral?
The Arkenstone?
Probably a giant kyber crystal.
They're gonna wake up the Balrog.
They are.
They dug too deep. Okay, Jedi Order.
Right. I was like thinking this looks like some Zepho stuff.
Yeah, mash the A button. Mash the A button. Yeah, keep moving those lights around. That helps. Indiana Jones. They're digging in the wrong place.
Hmm.
Mel's a goner. Monster
Right, that creature that's rolling around
Yeah.
outside. Yeah.
The Arkenstone.
Yep. Yep.
The power of the Aldar.
Giant worms. Is that what that is?
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Record keeps getting morphed.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay, he got his revenge, I guess.
Well, I got that wrong on Star Wars Santa's quiz about predictions for this episode. They had to fight a giant beast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pick that one.
We will go into the creature tunnels and meet up with you.
Like she cares.
They got weapons, they'll be all right.
Like she cares anything for these dudes.
Right? She just met them like what, 2 weeks ago?
Literally, they could all, including Omega, could all get eaten as long as she gets the stone. She's fine.
You just want some loot.
It's all about the loot.
Exactly. Is this going to be like the Rakata Empire, or the High
one
Republic?
Before?
Yeah. Hunter should have saw that coming. Let her go first.
Hmm.
Yeah, Scarnall. Yeah, whatever
like
you say
name.
is right.
Scarnall. Seems lazy.
They could have at least put some vocal effects on Wanda. It just sounds like Wanda.
Yeah, she doesn't get paid if it doesn't sound like her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no chance it could be that thing.
Hey, they almost killed their friends. How about that? Just the door. And a giant pit is a giant pit.
It's probably a biological weapon.
Yeah.
She's gonna release an ungodly plague. Whoa, that sound is cool. Indiana Jones, here we go. Oh snap. Run.
Run, you little trash can, run.
They found an ancient starship. All right.
Oh, it's that thing.
Dang. Japanese anime.
Cross between a kaiju and the actual fighting robot.
Mm-hmm.
I think we found out what glassed the planet. I'd also like to point out that it's kind of shaped like a llama.
Mm-hmm. It's just shooting at nothing. What the hell's the purpose of this?
I think it's meant to blow up the planet. That's why there's nothing
Yeah,
on the
it's
planet.
just.
Oh no, Mel.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Great, they destroyed a priceless artifact.
They could have used that thing. Seems like some heavy, like
yeah.
I feel like this episode is a little more filler than last week's was.
We don't know yet. Legend.
He's a dead end.
No.
Oh boy.
Well, wreck that planet a little more.
Right?
He was already in bad shape to begin with.
The thing only fired a couple times. I mean,
yeah, just a little dust on it.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're obviously, this was a warm-up episode, so you can get to know what's her name? I already forgot her name. But yeah, they're trying to introduce her character a little more because she was barely in the last one.
Right.
I
mean, she only was in the first two, wasn't she?
I mean, she said hi and bye.
Not even.
Yeah, barely.
Did she? That's right, she did.
Yeah, she just said like hi and like, all right, are you guys supposed to be tough or something like that? I'm a pirate, blah blah blah.
Right.
That was about it. Let me switch back to.
But yeah, this was definitely the. This was more filler than last week's was. Last week had a little bit of character growth. This week was. Let's go
just
get
like
the treasure.
Basically Indiana Jones adventure.
Yeah.
Kind of reminded me a little bit of the Ewok adventure, a little bit.
A little bit.
You know, except it was a robot monster instead of like a instead of a giant. It was a giant robot monster. So.
Well, no, yeah.
I thought they were gonna drop little hints of either High Republic. I thought that's where they were going to tie into that whole thing. Because they said 1,000 years ago, but that wasn't 1,000 years ago. High Republic was much more recent.
It kind of did though.
That'd be Old Republic.
The way that the head on that creature, that mech was, it kind of did remind me of the Zepho statues in.
There, we'll probably find somebody who will be like, actually, this is
in Fallen Order, yeah.
This is one of the destruction machines from that race. So,
right,
there's a possibility.
They're the older than Jedi race, right? So,
but who are force sensitive.
Right.
Speaking of which, how much longer do we have to wait for the next Fallen Order game? Jedi Survivor.
Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. I believe the release date for that is the 18th. It's like the day after St. Patrick's Day or something like that.
Wow! So coming up soon.
So March 18th.
Yeah, I'll play that. We were talking about video games earlier. How I'm not playing. I'll make room for those just because I have to have this. I have to play the stories.
Well, yeah, Star Wars games, regardless of its format, I usually play.
Well, I mean, I played a little bit of the Lego. I played a little bit of the Lego one. That one's gonna take me a couple of years because I'm just going through like a little bit at a time.
They somebody made a claim. I don't know if there's any truth to it because I haven't really seen more than the one claim that bunch of studios got
canned,
a bunch of layoffs.
Yeah, Microsoft laid off people.
Yeah, everybody did.
It's actually it's been a bloodbath. I've been hearing about this in the computer industry.
Yeah, it's every January is like that. It's nothing new.
Well, they didn't fire anybody last year because of COVID. They didn't want to look bad.
Last year and the year before, they were pretty lenient because of COVID, and everybody was working from home. And
they waited for after the holidays and let everybody go. Dude, Microsoft let 10,000 workers go. You know what it reminds me of? Fifth Element when Zorg fire 1 million. But sir, he's just like we're in that future now where you just fire.
Got to make the bottom line work.
But back to what I was saying, because of stuff getting canceled and things, there was supposed to be some kind of Lego Disney game that got canceled, and because they canceled it, allegedly, there's supposed to be some Mandalorian themed DLC for that Lego Skywalker Saga game, but I haven't been able to find confirmation on that, but that's what the rumor is. So,
well, the more all
the DLC for that, I don't know, because so far all the DLC for that game has been for money, and it's only been characters, no new levels, new characters and ships, no new levels, and
it's pretty much the minimum, right?
No new trophies or achievements. So, hopefully they'll add something that makes playing the game with the characters.
People go back and revisit, actually go back and play it again. That's what they need.
Yeah, it's like, oh, here's new skins. Great, I've already got all the achievements in the game. Why do I want to play it more? Why do I want to spend money on new skins if there's nothing to do with the skins? It's not even an online multiplayer game with that. It's just
you've heard about the Darktide, the Warhammer 40K Darktide discourse then. So the problem is that they released a Warhammer game like with no real crafting end game, but they released the cash shop before that. So you can't even make like the cosmetics that you would be able to make or upgrade, but they'll sell you some fancy clothes.
Yeah, that's
the terrible thing is the game's actually fun. Like, the bad press that blows back against it is, causing the player numbers to go down, even though it's a pretty fun game. It's just that certain aspects of it weren't finished, and like they were expecting, cash out.
Yeah,
that's just the state of the industry now. Like,
they
microtransactions and piecemeal.
Yeah, no,
you don't buy the game anymore. You buy the service.
There's some marketplace add-on they've released for Skyrim that they haven't done anything with yet, but it's there. It's in the code.
I think you were mentioning, because not necessarily they're like testing it on Skyrim, because the next Elder Scrolls game is going to have like tons of it. Is that what you think?
But it's probably also something that they're planning on putting onto the next Fallout game, and probably
Starfield. Anything Bethesda. I just hope that there's like a basic game that I can play and get the story, and like I don't have to buy all that extra BS. Like, I just want the story. Just give me the story. It's like buying a novel. Let me play it. Let me play in that world. I am looking.
And that's one thing that Bethesda's always been good about, is like when it comes to their DLC, it's usually worth the actual expenditure because it's quite a bit of like new game experience.
Another chapter.
Yeah.
You're getting gameplay, not just skins and a horse.
Right. Horse armor.
Horse armor.
Yeah.
Horse armor.
The DLC that broke everything.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, there was like all kinds of complaints when the horse armor first came out. People were like, "You expect us to pay money for horse armor? All it is like cosmetic." It's like,
it didn't even do anything.
Oh, that's terrible.
But meanwhile, the games industry was like, "See you in 5 years. Like, we'll see where we are then." Yeah,
it's rampant.
Yeah. Now every game, like the whole like experience is, you gotta customize your character with the cash shop.
Was there DLC for Fallen Order? Was there any expansions or anything?
Because the only extra stuff for Fallen Order was if you pre-ordered it, you got
lightsabers,
an orange lightsaber, I think, and there might have been a poncho or a paint job for
ponchos. He wore ponchos in that game. No, I guess that's pretty cool. They're like, no, we're just going to release a sequel. It's like, whoa, what a idea in the 21st century.
You guys know I used to work for Respawn. They're pretty good about like not milking things too bad. Like Apex Legends is a thing of its own, but like the first Titanfall game, there was skins and levels, but it wasn't pay to win stuff. It was just to make you, if you wanted to spend the money, you could spend the money. It's not like, pay to win. And I feel like as long as DLC or skins or whatever, as long as those skins aren't giving you crazy buffs, then it's fine. If you want to spend the money on it, go ahead. I'm not going to spend the money on it, but
I totally agree. Like, at least you have the choice there. Just since this is our weekly Star Wars show right now. I did hear I did hear that there is going to be a Star Wars movie in 2024 and 27 or something. Did you hear? I forget what.
2025.
Got it. There's two movies were on the roster.
Yeah.
Right? Any predictions on what those would be? Any?
The rumor
it's not a trilogy.
One of them is supposedly set after the Rise of Skywalker.
No way.
And the leads are going to be two different persons of color. one male, one female, allegedly.
Oh, that's oddly specific.
I'm just going on. It's been the topic on all the Star Wars shows.
No, I bet. That's why I wanted to mention it. Before we wrap it up tonight.
There's speculation that characters from the sequel trilogy might get cameo roles, but they're not going to be major players.
Got it.
I don't know.
Rose Tico.
I know. Daisy.
It's going to be Daisy. Poe Dameron and Finn living their new lives together with their assumed identities. I'd watch that show.
I'd watch it. I mean,
both those guys have pretty much said that they're going to need like all the money in the world to come back. Like,
I don't know.
All the money.
The guy who plays Poe plays Moon Knight.
I actually watched another episode of Moon Knight. I'm slowly making my way through that show. I enjoy it. It's not bad. It's not the actor. What's his name? Come on, it's a Star Wars.
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. He's actually a pretty good actor.
Yeah,
yes,
he plays two. And he plays two separate characters for most of that show. So,
and he has this weird English accent in them.
Yeah,
is he really English? Yeah. Is that his real accent, or
no?
Is he actually English?
No.
Oh, he has like the putz English accent, like the idiot Mr. Bean kind of thing going on. It's pretty funny. I'm probably gonna finish Moon Knight. I'm savoring it because there's not much of that genre stuff I'm watching right now, except for the movies. So.
All right. There's a crap ton of Marvel.
I know, but I don't want to watch Ms. Marvel. Do I have to watch Ms. Marvel?
Do you have to? No. Should you? Yes.
It's like telling me you should watch Chuck E. Cheese cartoon show or something.
Okay. If I want to watch Star Wars, do I have to watch Rise of Skywalker?
No, because it's at the end.
It's the end.
When you mentioned it before, I got immediately like triggered by the whole like Finn storyline of like no resolution. Like
that was just a wasted character.
Him and a former stormtrooper literally storm the thing like on horses, and instead of like inspiring a stormtrooper rebellion, they kind of just ride horses on the hull of the ship.
Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Didn't make too much sense to me.
Like they were. It was right there. It was right there. Lead a rebellion of stormtroopers against the First Order.
Right. You could see J.J. Abrams there, having a smoke of something illicit and just being like, "Yeah, man, there's gonna be space horses running down the hull," and just like, "Oh God." Like just
that man has access to like the Keswick spice, okay? Like
too many death sticks, JJ.
Too many death sticks on the set.
Just take it out of. But what if you think about it this way, all those movies are at the very end of the timeline. So like Lobo always says, like this is the best time, like in between episode 1 and episode 6, like stormtroopers look right. This is the best time of Star Wars timeline.
Yeah,
at least right now.
It is a fertile patch of storytelling there.
You got the Empire, classic Empire. Deidre and
the Andor era
and her stalker.
In between the we have the 3 trilogies and the two splotches of time in between.
The transitional period.
3 and 4 and stuff in between 6 and 7. That's Star Wars gold right there. The stuff that's going to take place before episode 1, I'm not too excited about.
The High Republic. There's going to be a show called The Acolyte coming up.
Yep.
I'll give it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it, but I ain't going to read 17 books before I watch it.
If they do things right, you won't have to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because I don't read the books. I don't read the comic books. I just, if it's moving pictures on my screen, I'll enjoy it.
I would watch the hell out of an Old Republic show because the game was so good, that whole Revan and all that stuff.
Oh, the true Old Republic. Someone was saying it would be cool if they did do a Old Republic game and made Darth Revan totally androgynous.
Be a good time.
I mean, I guess I don't know how that applies to anything. He's just a
because it's a created character, right? You make the character in whatever form you want.
If it works as an character, then like
I see what you're saying.
Male? Is it female? Who knows?
I never even considered Darth Revan's gender.
The canon is Revan is a woman.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just remember a mask. I don't ever remember seeing under the.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the canon was that Revan was a woman. Not that it matters, but the fact that you can create a character.
It's all legends now.
Mm-hmm.
What a twist!
Yep.
I hope that guy never makes a Star Wars movie.
M. Night Shyamalan. They'll probably do it. So people have been talking like, when are we going to get the first Star Wars horror movie? I mean, there was already a Clone Wars episode. I think they should do one. I think it would be awesome.
It'll have to be PG-13, so they're not going to make anything that's truly terrifying.
I mean, the Body Snatchers, the Clone Wars episodes where like they were getting infected and turning into zombies. It was actually like that was pretty cool. I think they could go somewhere in that direction, or have it like it'll just be a one-off movie on some dark and spooky planet.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they'll explore every genre. There'll be a straight up comedy.
What do you mean there will be?
I think it's
already happened unintentionally a couple of times.
Oh yeah. I mean, Solo was almost a comedy, a straight up slapstick comedy before they canceled
it. Fixed it.
Yeah, reshot it.
Well, I mean, if you just watch that the opening car chase with the droid with the head that spins around and he grabs it and stops. I mean, come on, that's straight out of the Lego movies.
Wait, what part is that?
In the beginning of Solo, when he like blows past that guard gate.
Oh yeah.
Him and
that's just Star Wars. That was more just Star Wars comedy.
Yeah, it was a little.
But it was probably left over from the.
It was a little more on the goofy side instead of just. There's a fine line between silly and goofy.
Yeah. No, agreed. Well, I mean, one positive. Yeah, go ahead.
I went back and looked up. I was wrong. Revan is actually canonically male, but then no longer canon because of legends and yada yada yada.
Yeah,
but they've made reference to Revan before since in canon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not invested in the gender, so they could do whatever they want with that stuff.
No, but I don't know. I heard someone say that earlier. That I think it was.
That's what I heard too. That's why I.
It was.
And then I looked it up again.
A couple days ago, I think. I feel like Star Wars Mega might have even said it, but she was referring to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be fun. It would probably get banned in a couple countries, but hey, it should be pretty fun.
Do you think they'll ever do a Darth Vader movie? Like just
an out Darth Vader movie,
like him and Dr. Aphra. If you don't know Dr. Aphra, I actually like that character. It's like she's like a really smart Indiana Jones type character.
I know of her. Like I said, I don't read the
with her droids are the anti C-3PO and R2. They're like murder bots, and they're pretty awesome. I'd be down to see those.
Like that old cover of Dark Horse comics with the 3PO decked out in all kinds of weaponry.
Yes, they like to torture and kill people. C-3PO, like instead of like translating languages, he like can do a million different types of torture and psychological pain. It's pretty good. If they did something in that arena, I'd be go. Okay, so that was one movie. What's the second movie? In 2027. Any idea? Any speculation on that one?
No, I don't.
I just hope they don't blow it, man.
Well,
it's a poor movie or something.
They brought the old guy who was running Disney back. So a lot of the decisions that have been made over the last couple of years are, probably going to get scrapped, and they'll probably, get back on track. I mean, maybe
they'll give Filoni like an actual feature film or something.
An actual feature film. I don't. there has been a lot of speculation that whatever's going on in the Mandoverse, the Filoniverse, whatever you want to call it, is building up to a big climax. And people have been speculating that it was going to be a movie for a long time, but I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't see the it would have to be like the big like series finale for Den,
Maybe it's like a Mando movie. They just need like an end game. They need their equivalent of like a big Marvel event movies, like, and they don't have that right now. They have all these shows.
No, because there were I forget who I think it might have been a discussion point on making Star Wars earlier, either late last week or earlier this week, that Disney is or maybe it was Jason on Star Wars Santa's show, but basically it's like Disney bought Star Wars and they started making Star Wars the way that they make their Disney TV shows. They didn't ever go in with like, we're going to do this crazy blockbuster budget. They're just going to go, well, we're Disney and we make movies and TV shows, so here you go.
Yeah, they're just going to make the media rather than like have an arc or a shape to where they're going.
Yeah,
like keeping things like interconnected to build up the brand or really the series and the franchise.
Yeah.
So it's just like kind of a scattershot. And you said it before, Dan, like is this essential? Like that's the danger of not having the actual end game, as you were saying, is that they create another is this essential situation.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's good, I'll watch it. But when it becomes homework is when I like, do I need to watch Ms. Marvel? I'll probably eventually watch it, but the name alone already turns me
like
off.
Have you felt like any of the Star Wars shows so far has been homework?
I don't know, those scooters and Boba Fett.
But not like full series, just moments of series.
Yeah.
Certain episodes are a little cringy, but for the whole, like, this is my opinion.
No, I'm worried that they're going that direction though. That's
parts of episodes have been pretty cringy. Almost all of it. Even Mando seasons 1 and 2 have cringy moments.
Yeah, they've had some. Fortunately, like that's their strongest IP right now.
But as long as they as long as they follow the right path, they can get out of it.
The path of the Jedi.
you just reminded me though. My favorite, what we might need as far as a Star Wars show? A Star Wars show about one of the doctors in the universe. Because like I was thinking like
Dr. Ball.
My favorite scene in in Boba Fett was like getting what's her name to the actual like cybernetic doctor. Like,
right.
And then the
Thundercat.
They are literally mods. The ones with scooters are mods with all kinds of like BioWare and stuff. Like,
I want to see it under a universe, underground, like, gangs and mobs and stuff.
George's original idea.
Yeah, I think that's still a strong idea.
Just give me.
And they can do storyline, like maybe 3-episode arcs on different like criminals. I don't know.
A mob doctor, like.
Yeah. The problem is nothing for Star Wars related so far has been, rated more than PG-13 or the TV equivalent of that.
Well, they want a broad audience,
and to really do a mob show, or it's going to have to be like a mature rated thing. I mean, they're doing it with Marvel. I mean, we're getting Deadpool. We're getting the Netflix cast of street level heroes. So maybe they could do it with Star Wars too, to an extent. I thought that's what Book of Boba Fett was supposed to be. I mean, it was advertised as all killer, no filler, and we got a whole bunch of filler.
They even did Mando episodes like in the middle of the show.
Mean, 2 episodes with Boba Fett wasn't the main character. I mean, what are they doing? But they did. I pointed this out a couple times on a couple different Star Wars streams. That the Book of Boba Fett kind of was originally referred to as Mandalorian 2.5.
Right.
So we should have been expecting Mando the whole time. But they made too much filler content with
the way
trying to be a chill dude. It's like, no, he's supposed to be kicking ass.
I know he's not a chill dude. You mentioned it when we were reviewing that show, is like the way they edited it, with the flashbacks and stuff. It was like they took something that was originally in a different format and they re-edited it and cut it into flashbacks and tried to make it, I don't know, some kind of
flashback does,
flashback does, and it didn't quite work 100%.
But they had a cool concept.
Every time Boba Fett like does some criminal thing, he has to think back to earlier in his life, and it's like, yes, I remember when this happened to me. This is relevant to the current situation. And they didn't really feel that relevant in some cases.
They kind
of showed the naivety of Boba Fett in this world, like having to have like how to be a crime boss explained to him,
that seemed weird.
Leading the Sand People in a rebellion, against the traitors, and then then leaving them to their own devices against the people with flying space trains.
It's
like, remember when the Major Domo said like, oh no, you need to pay us tribute. He should have just beheaded him right there.
Shot him. Just do the quick incinerate him or something.
It's like, no, I've changed my ways. I'm chill now. I'm chill, Boba.
I just want respect and peaceful life.
It changed on a dime. It just didn't. They didn't lead there properly. Well, what's the name of the next episode? Do we know?
I accidentally closed the window.
No worries. No worries. Do you think it'll be another filler next week? I feel like that now they've got 2 in a row. They've got to come back to what's his name, the sniper. Crosshair, of course.
So
I want to see some more Crosshair episodes.
Next week's episode is called Tribe.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and that's February 1st. That's on the same day as Black Panther: Wakanda Forever gets released on Disney Plus.
Oh, I'll probably watch that.
Wakanda Forever.
Did you see it?
I wanted to see it in the theater, but all the good screens got taken by Avatar by the time I had time to go to the theater.
Got it. Avatar is huge. Did you see the?
Yep.
It's doing big business. I'll wait for it for video.
Over $2 billion, and no big movies are giving it any competition. Like, they didn't release anything to give it any competition.
That's a good release date. That's like
if
the opposite.
You're going to the movies, it's pretty much the only option.
Or like smaller movies.
Or like really bad smaller movies, like cheesy horror.
See, why can't Star Wars do that? Why do they have to release on competitive days? I guess January is a weird time. Wait, when was it released? Was it December?
Yeah, Avatar? It was like Christmas weekend or something.
Oh, that's when Star Wars comes out, lately.
Yeah.
Christmas weekend. But now Star Wars will have to compete against Avatar.
No, they're just going to switch year. It's just like 1 year.
Still every other year?
1 year Star Wars. There's no competition.
What's the...
It'd be silly for Disney to compete with itself.
I
mean, that's essentially why that's essentially why Solo didn't do good at the box office. They had
besides all
they
the
had
hate.
Marvel, they had but they had they had Solo came out in a Marvel sandwich. Endgame came out, then Solo came out, and then the week after that, Deadpool 2 came out. You know, there's a lot of people going to the movies. A lot of people watch Marvel and Star Wars, but Deadpool is a lot bigger draw than Solo.
There was a discussion
that's not Harrison Ford.
There was the discussion that part of like what is actually making Avatar so successful is that there's not the rabid fan base for the movies as there is like for Star Wars, and that makes it like less niche. That it's just like, oh, we want to go see a movie. Okay, let's go see an Avatar movie, and nobody's going to be like, oh no, I hate Avatar movies because like you think you're the one who.
I won't go see it.
I didn't care. I didn't care for the first one, to be honest.
I won't watch it. Period. I haven't watched the first one. I won't watch the new one.
It's a spectacle.
I feel the same way about Top Gun. It's like here's some cool looking stuff.
I saw that.
The story's kind of there.
Here's the thing that I appreciate about like the Avatar movies and James Cameron. He is definitely in the same boat that George Lucas was as far as trying to make a semi-political, like a degree of politics interfering in the movie, as opposed to like making a movie that is like propaganda, like some other movies like Top Gun. Top Gun is basically like join the Navy, like
right.
But on the other hand,
it was a commercial for sure.
Yeah, but the thing is that James Cameron's kind of a little bit too soft in his messaging, where it's all like, "Oh, naughty capital, don't be that, like, don't do that," but it doesn't actually say anything about like colonialism or imperialism that like it's still a beneficiary of, and it never takes too hard a line where you don't have to like you get little comfort food feelings of like.
Oh, that was nice.
We're helping the nation.
Yeah, I'm helping the world because I feel the same way that these people do about the like corporatization and exploitation of indigenous people. Like this makes me feel better, meanwhile doing absolutely nothing else.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not watching any of those movies.
I've got a pretty full plate.
I like my Star Wars a little more than the politics are pretty.
Let's put it this way: I look at Avatar like I look at Halo. It's just like a sci-fi skin on content. I'm just like I don't care.
I don't look at Halo
Star Wars for that. That's what I mean. It's that same level of disinterest. Like I know what it is. Like, I respect it. It's huge. Like it makes big time money.
I'm primarily an Xbox gamer. I have not touched Halo since Combat Evolved.
Actually, the
played
studio
it for 10 minutes and I quit.
On a last note, what's the name of the studio that makes Halo? They're not doing so good. They also let
the newer one 343.
Yeah, they're in trouble.
Yeah,
they just let a shit ton of people go.
They had to like release a mission statement after that firing about how like they're committed to the continuation of the Halo series and looking forward to new adventures with gamers.
2 weeks later, they're closed.
Yeah, basically.
They're gonna be making.
But to be fair,
they're gonna be making like Jewel games on iPhones.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
Well, I mean,
I did like co-op. I did like the Halo games co-op.
They didn't.
But that's the thing that
they didn't have.
Yeah, they never came out with co-op for this newest one.
So they hacked it. The new one, people hacked the game to bring out the co-op in it, so it was built in the game, and they gave up on it. Like I guess the team was too small. I don't know. It's definitely too small now. They fired everybody. But I think that's a little off topic for this show, guys. And I'm gonna have to head out.
All right. Shortly. Yeah. No, we've been going for a little over an hour. So yeah, we haven't been talking about the episode that we just watched very much at all.
That tells you about the episode. I'm sure there's stuff we missed, but yeah, it's pretty filler.
It's
nice.
I'm gonna rewatch it later on tonight. I think just to double check.
Oh no, dude! It just like any of the shows, even if they're filler episodes, I watch the analysis people do, the frame by frame, where they do, I'm sure that alien species who built that machine will play it as something later.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, it looks pretty Zepho.
Yeah, it did kind of.
So if they could figure out a way to tie like stuff that maybe the Explorer that you find all their stuff in Jedi Fallen Order, the Enzo Cordova or whatever the guy's name is, if they could tie that character into the Bad Batch series so it doesn't affect the Respawn games, but does touch them, so it solidifies the canon on that would be pretty cool.
I mean, it'd be silly for them not to do a tie-in, something just for promotion for the or maybe in Mando. Maybe Mando will have something that ties into.
Well, Mando already had a BD-1 droid show up in it.
So. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. Anyways,
but yeah, it's yeah. Thanks for joining tonight, and again, we'll be back next week for the next episode of the Bad Batch. And with that,
like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, always forget that. Like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah, we want people to
shout it from the mountaintops. Yeah,
catch us on YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, we're on Twitch. So if you don't like watching things on YouTube, we're on Twitch. I haven't set the channel up properly yet, so I'll be working on that this next week or two. Hopefully, I'll have everything squared away by February. But yeah,
Mando's coming. Gotta work on that.
Yeah, gotta be ready for Mando. Yeah, we're out of here. Maybe the Force.